I know, it's wonderful to be here. To come to LA and all the razzmatazz, and to be part, to see friends, you know, my old chums, and share it.
Yeah, I mean, to be Hannah's best friend, you've got to be lanky, but you like
Everything. You can expect to weep and laugh a lot, and I hope really get something from
die in the end. No, I know nothing. I know absolutely nothing. I've only seen the bits I've done, so I'm in the dark and I can't wait to sit down.
You know, I met a guy today who said, when COVID struck and I was all by myself, and my friends were in bubbles and I wasn't in a bubble, I was alone in my room. He said I had TED and it was like I had friends everywhere.
And I can't wait to see what everyone else is up to.
And it's true, it's about humanity and us all understanding how we are, how afraid we are, and brave we can be.
I think she's so forthright and funny and loyal, and they just, I mean, she's like the ideal best friend in that way.
Yeah, but you've got to work at it. It doesn't come for free.
And I think people will love that.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much and enjoy tonight.
Oh, I'm
thank
sure.
you. I know, and isn't that weird? That's a rarity. And that's like, we remark upon it, but we don't want to see it. And yet, you know, I don't know about you, but I've got lots of lovely girlfriends who are like that. I think we don't often see that. So yeah, it's great. It's great to be like part of a like gang. Yeah.
Like you're talking to the
Okay.
viewers or or why are we here tonight?
We're here tonight because it's Ted Lasso season 3, the premiere.
What are you most excited about?
What I'm most excited about right now is getting inside where it's warm, but I'm really excited to see some of the show because I haven't seen anything yet. I'm in the dark.
I know. I was just saying, I'm actually very good at
Say that again.
As sassy with a mustache.
I'm not sure that I'm a fan of a moustache, I'll be honest. I mean, Ted Lasso's like the only bloke I think who can carry off. Otherwise,
Any TV
I can give you very little intel about the season, apart from it's more of the wonderful saying, I would say, if you've enjoyed the previous two seasons, then I imagine this is going to be right up your street.
What's your favorite Ted Lasso?
I mean, you can't really go wrong with a bit of meat. It's natural, and it's wonderful, and it's just so hopeful and warm, and I think it really does just the whole show.
So much.
Pleasure, thank you. We'll do radio.
Here, nice to meet you. Yeah.
I love to. We have
Got it.
some.
Okay.
We have some shows merging because Deisha, she's in the Apple family too.
Yes.
So I love a little.
Oh my God, I love Severance. I love Severance so much. Oh my God.
They she said when they watch each other's shows, it's a very different experience.
Oh my God, Severance is fun. It's the best.
We're filming in New York.
Oh really? Is that where they filmed?
Yeah. And Jersey a little bit, but mostly Brooklyn. You have to meet Jamie Lee too. Have you met all the Jamie Lee?
I have not.
It's nice for us as a species to remind each other and ourselves about and positivity and joy and all that stuff. You know, it's a little like it can get forgotten about sometimes. I think this show is it's high and low. Yes, they do. I'm surprised.
I'm such a fan! Oh, that's so cool!
That's so nice. I love
That's so great. Wow, I'm such a fan. It's crazy. I think that's it. Then you're like,
people come up to me on airplanes and buses.
yeah, Rishi knows too.
It's like, isn't it nice? It's got a whole.
Well, you are the one character. Yeah. I guess not the one character, but one character that kind of like.
Right. I just like to point that out. Now I'm really gonna get killed by people. So yeah.
I don't mind.
Yep.
Fine.
Okay, great. What?
Are you most excited about tonight?
I'm really excited to see everybody again. Right, we filmed most of it in London and a little bit of it in Los Angeles. So yeah, it's really strange to be here.
Are you surprised by it?
No, I'm not. I'm very, I expected it to be this support.
Do you have
no, because I don't want to get fired. Okay, no, I don't have any excuses. Jamie Lee's out of the producer room, Tommaso?
and then do you have the idiot shaper?
Well, I call them cookies, but I wish I called them cookies. Yep. That's just.
And then also last one. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks a lot. Yes, right. Okay. It's me.
Hi. I do remember you. How are you?
She was just bringing Jamie.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Well, I appreciate you having to lower that. Like,
Hi, Hannah from Reuters. How are you doing? Not too cold, I hope.
I know, I'm okay. I'm a little cold, but we're good. How are you?
I'm very good. A bit cold as well.
Good, yeah, you got the
London.
scarf.
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
Listen, how does it feel to be here to premiere season 2?
It's so wonderful. I mean, the cameras can't see it, but behind us is just like a wall of fans holding up Believe signs and be a goldfish. And all. It's just, I think that it's one thing to work on a TV show that people love. It's another thing when it's like there's an iconography behind it. Like people are really latching on to like the look of Ted, the look of the characters. Like there really is like an action figure feeling to our people that I think is just really special. It's just a testament to how like strong these characters are and how much people identify with them.
And I think the film behind the sign was written by David on the season. But believe me, has that maybe been different for you as well? Or how did it feel to be bringing this to people when actually so much?
Well, I think when we were in the writers' room, we were just kind of like trying to make the best show possible. I don't think anybody could have predicted how it would resonate with people. I think that's something that, as a writer, you try to control that, but you really can't. So I think it was very organic the way it premiered and people kind of latched onto it and all of it. I mean, everything was just like timing. It's just, it's very cool. It's cool that it came to people at a time when they really needed something like this.
I actually, when I first saw the show and Jason was in the show,
I mean, what was it like and how did Hannah
I was like,
Well, Jason was in the room all 3 seasons, so I've been very used to being in a writer's room with him, but this season, he definitely was like at the head of the table and, leading discussions, and we also have Joe Kelly as well, who is moving things along, and it's a great group of people. I mean, it's so corny to be like, we're a family, but like, it is really special to like be a part of something together as a staff. It's really cool.
And I know everyone is asking this, but is this it? Is this the final season?
I have no idea, and that is the honest answer. I have no idea. I'm sure there are people who do. I don't. I have no clue, and I'm very involved with the show, and I have no idea. So we'll see. But it's fun. Everyone's kind of like, what's going to happen? So we'll all find out.
First we get to
Yes, exactly. One thing at a time. Yeah.
Listen, have a great time today.
Thank you
so much.
Thanks so
Lovely
much.
meeting you.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you.
Hi there. I'm with Keely Hazel. She plays Bex on the show and also writes. Any interest in speaking with her?
Hey.
No. Okay, no
I'm sure you've done so many already that it's going to be a lot. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you know what?
So we've got a
How you doing over there? Good. Freezing. You look great up there. Freezing up there. Is it colder up there than it is down here? Really hope he talks. I really hope he talks.
You'd think that he would. It's his job.
It's his, yeah, exactly. It's like, it's the last season, like, talk about it.
I mean, he's also the showrunner. It's like really his show.
That's true.
So,
That's,
you
yeah,
would
that's
think that, like, it's in his interest.
co-creator, showrunner, executive producer, and writer. Could you be more busy? And actor.
I have Keely Wiesel. She plays Bex and writes for the show. Would you like to speak with her?
I think we'll pass. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
I'm so surprised. Yeah, hold it out. I call this my weapon. My weapon. My weapon. Oh, see, that's where the accent says. How many episodes are there in this season? Ages away, yeah. It's got one away. So what are they showing here tonight? That's 8 episodes. One.
What are you doing? You want to do we live?
Is that weird?
Live videos on your show. I know.
It looks like you. That's hilarious.
Tell them who you are. Where do you work? Variety.
That's the cringe. She has the nose. Oh, is that?
You look too cute.
Oh, okay. A big boy. Gotcha. Thank you.
We're two country names. Two country names. That light was good right there. Just step up in here. Oh, the name of the app, Sincerely Yours, Sarah. The name of the app is Brown Sugar app. So just do a search for Brown Sugar app.
I would have had love.
You got some good-looking pockets there that you could just, slide your hands in. You have two phones. Oh, very good.
And it's now my job. Choosing my job.
Hey, don't say that. I'm sure you're great. Believe in yourself.
You know what? I'm here to do another job.
That is a very ill.
Gen X, we like
Shiva's nice.
we just know how to take care of ourselves.
That's what I thought. I thought that you know.
I sat around in my house. It's a big deal. Get up and turn it on. It's hilarious.
I can't imagine a time without the censor. That's crazy.
Hey, how's it going?
Hi, good. How you doing?
Guess
You
who? I
all
got a
right?
composer, yes.
Do you have another composer for us?
Yes,
Wow,
Tom Howe.
You're the king of composers. Someone needs to call you. Is that your niche, is it?
Composers and songwriters, yes.
Oh, wow. How interesting. That's so cool. What a fun...
And events about composers and songwriters.
Yeah. No.
So we got Tom Howe, composer. All right, he should be here. So it's third season. He was nominated for song with Marcus Mumford last season.
Pleasure to see you always.
What's that?
Pleasure to see you always.
Good seeing you.
What's the next one? Are you going to be at the Oscars, I'm presuming?
I am with Justin Hurwitz.
Of course. Yep,
And then I'm also working Diane Warren and Rihanna, but I'm not taking them down.
I can imagine that Rihanna is staying as far away from the carpet as she possibly can.
No, she'll probably go through and do photos.
Severance.
Fair enough.
I got Succession, Severance.
Ever since I first interviewed Justin, I don't know what it is, but I've been seeing the La La Land vinyl everywhere I go.
Wow.
I don't know now it's because I've interviewed him that I spot it, or what, I don't know what it is.
You know, if you watch the commercial for the Oscars, for the Oscar commercial, they're playing the Babylon score in the background. No, you know, and all. So it's like,
Wow, that's a good omen.
it's a great omen.
That's a great omen.
How you doing?
Hi, how are you doing?
Doing well. I've got Tom Howe, he's a composer. He's
I'm live.
Emmy nominated. look like to improve my song.
Oh wow, look at that. Very clean.
Upside down? Is that the
Before you start getting into it. How are you? We're standing next to each other. He's all fucking big. But I couldn't.
Do you want to talk from David? Also from the show?
Pardon?
Do you want to talk to David from the show?
Let's see, where is he?
He's on the show. He's Yarn Bus from the show.
I think we'll pass it.
Okay.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Had a good night being in Glenville. Good to see you, man. Yeah, good to see you.
Well, that will do.
Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, bro.
Lovely to meet you.
Such a pleasure. Come on in.
Likewise. Thanks.
You're the first of our day, so we're just getting into the swing thing.
You're the first of mine too. So.
Oh, there we go. Alright, Mike is on.
Yeah.
He's gassed.
Yeah, I'm
He's
sort of,
stoked.
yeah. Although I'm still going. Everyone else is sort of going, it's great, we're finished. I've still got about
You're about to
3
start.
and a half to go.
No,
So.
it's okay, man.
Yeah.
It's part of the gig, and we love it. We love it. Anyway, welcome to the party. Congratulations, man. Obviously, composing some amazing tunes for the show. Were you working on the previous seasons as well?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow. Okay, cool. How does doing something like this, I guess, kind of differ from another project or another job? What do you have to have in mind when composing music for this show?
Well, I mean, at this point, I've got sort of themes for most of the characters, and so it actually feels less scary than it did in season 1, because a lot of the time I kind of know at least where I'm going to start. I think what differs as well is how involved Jason is across, everything. But like in music, he's got great sense of music and great opinions and thoughts, and there's a lot of back and forth between the edits and him and me and music editor and various people. So it feels very collaborative.
How much changes? For example, you put together a piece, some pieces, you see it in the episode. How much changes? Is it often that something changes, or is it change this note here? Like what are the changes?
It's about 50-50. No, sometimes it's something just doesn't work, but that's rare. And then most of the time it's things like once the piece is, I've written the piece, it'll go in, and then there might be a kind of, now it's in, would you mind kind of being out earlier or stinging that bit, or on that cut there we need a bit more energy to help with the dialogue because it's a bit flat there or something like that. So it can be small tweaks, but there is back and forth. And,
it's a fascinating gig. It's something that when you watch the show you don't really think about, but it adds so much to. Do you consider the music to be a character in itself?
Yeah, I do really. Yeah, and I think. One of the things is obviously where you're putting music, but also where you're not having music as well, and that can be as much a character as having something in there as well. So it's making the right choices, and I think not doing too much a lot of the time. But as I said, it does get a little bit easier when you've already got 2 seasons worth behind you, because it's a familiar sound, and you've already found the character art, and the main theme. Which is that's already in, and you don't have to worry about that.
Right, exactly. That one's done. Well, thank you so much. So nice to meet you. Congratulations, and make them turn it up in there. Let's hear the music loud.
Sounds good, yeah.
Thank you, bro.
Have a great night.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you did do well. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Enjoy. Thank you so much. Hi, how you doing? Cool, thank you so much.
Yeah, sorry.
I know it's
Okay. All right. Hopefully that works.
Not me. Some comes from England, so they were born
Sorry, I think that might be yes. Sorry.
No, you're okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it, bro.
Sometimes we shoot, and in the end, we haven't seen anything.
I was expecting chaos. It's not so bad.
We went to Main Stadium.
Hi.
Maybe you're gonna
He's brand new. Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to take him. Thank you. All right, we got one. Maximilian, new for season 3. He's coming back. Okay, cool. All right, apparently coming back. He's just gone there, apparently coming back. All right, one more here. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. Sorry, my hands are freezing, bro.
Yes, they are.
It's cold.
What have
it's
you done?
cold. I've been standing right here.
No, I'm here. I've got something.
No, you gotta catch up, bro.
The composer, so the one who's doing the music.
I know.
So when you have some feeling and stuff, it's not just about the dialogues. There's the music behind.
No, we were just talking about it. We were saying that.
We'll catch up when we're in the. Okay, stop.
Anyway, hey bro, how you doing?
I'm great.
You're great.
I'm great. Yeah.
You're looking great. I mean, look at those boots, man. Perfect for a recover, keeping you comfy. That's what I'm talking about.
I like it.
Now, obviously, Ted Lasso exploded all over the world. Only on season 3. Probably seems like the last of the seasons. It's rare for a show to take off in such a way all over the world with only a couple of seasons under its belt. What do you think it is? What's the magic of this show?
You can't explain it. It's just sometimes some music are hits, they're not supposed to be hits, and sometimes it's not luck, but you cannot plan this. I mean, when you do Ted Lasso, when they write it 8 years ago, 10 years ago, Jason had the idea a long time ago, he would have never thought maybe it's going to be here. Or yes. So how to explain this? I think the equation is extremely long, and we worked very hard, and you may have heard this 1,000 times, but Jason on set is bringing a lot of, it's not just a project, it's bringing a lot of confidence, unstressed explanation, and you feel like even if I make a mistake, he's gonna be here to help and correct me on every level. So it helps a lot when he's here.
I was just reading the note about him, and it was saying obviously not only is he Ted, but he's the executive producer. He's one of the writers. He kind of does everything under the sun, right?
It's his baby in a way. It's his baby, and I think he's doing it well the best way he can. Like everybody here, I'm doing my part the best way I can. The writers, the producer, and in the end it's here, and we are very glad and blessed that people loves it, and here we are.
Here you are, bro. Well, go and enjoy yourself. Season 3. Enjoy seeing yourself on that big screen. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Well, that's you, but yeah, that's
Hello. Hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. I'm Liam. Sorry, I have freezing hands.
Don't worry. I've got like a naturally cold body, so that's fine.
That's okay.
That's information you didn't need to know, but I'm telling you. So
No,
you're
I
welcome.
love it, man. It's good. You're starting the interview off with some truth bombs.
Exactly. You're gonna lay some out.
I love that. Hey, bro. Isn't this amazing? Look where we are.
This is just, it's fantastic. It's such a celebration of the show that we all love, and it's just fantastic. Like, I've got one of my friends there, I've got another friend there, and it's just friendships that have been made throughout film this whole season. And I've been welcomed in end of the last season with open arms, and it's honestly just such a privilege.
Mentioning obviously entering at the end of season 2 there.
Yes. Season 1.
At the end of season 1. Season 1. Okay, all right. Well, season 1 then.
Yes.
What were you aware of the project entering, or did you enter it kind of blinders on, not really knowing what to expect?
I was like Will. I was pretty blind entering in because I initially auditioned to play a different part in the show, and then I was lucky enough to be offered this part, and I just received a script for my scenes, and going into it, I was just blissfully unaware of everything that had happened beforehand, and I was just watching the show as a fan along with everyone else here. Like, it was just something special, and I was just lucky enough to be a part of this journey going forwards, which is just something really, really special.
What were you aware of soccer before this? Were you
yes, yeah, now we're talking. I'm a Man City supporter. Yeah, Man City, and I'm just a lover of the sport completely. Like, I may cheer for like certain other teams, but that doesn't mean I hate them or anything like that. Like Liverpool, Man City, there's rivalries, but I can appreciate a good sport. There's a noise being made. But yes, that's I love football.
So then this was just kind of a dream casting for you then?
Honestly, yeah, literally. Especially more so for like Christopher Fernandez and people like that who are semi-professional footballers. Higgins, semi-professional footballers, and it's literally, when I say the dream job, it's literally the dream.
It's the dream job.
Completely, yeah.
Obviously, season 3 right now. I was just talking to some of your castmates, and we were talking about how, you know, it's not often that within the first, you know, really season the show started to pick up.
Yeah.
It's not often that you have a show, it launches and it hits this hard and this well that quickly.
Yeah.
What was the magic? What was the secret sauce there?
Mate, it's a whole amalgamation of different things. That was a good word. Amalgamation of different things.
Gorgeous.
Wow, I know, right? I read a dictionary. Like it came out at a time when the world needed like a massive hug, and it's so cliche to say, but it genuinely did.
Oh, yeah.
And this show embodied that, and it was. In I said this before as well. Every character has something that they can relate to as well. Like you can look at Stefan and be like, if you're French, you can be like, oh, I'm French, like, but maybe not. Yeah, and with Colin Welsh, like with Will, his awkward tendencies and his little like, I shouldn't be here in these moments situations. But yeah, no, it's just honestly, it's perfect.
I like how you say that there is something for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy the rest of your night, mate.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
No, honestly, a pleasure. Thank you so much.
And enjoy the fans and the adulation that comes with this. What was your big word?
My big word.
What was the big word that you just that you had on the internet?
Amalgamation.
That was gorgeous.
Amalgamation.
Bro. That was gorgeous. Stunning stuff.
Thank you so
will use
much.
it. Thank you, bro. Yeah, it's stunning.
Yes. Okay. This way.
Can I bring you MJ Delaney next?
MJ Delaney.
She is Emmy-winning director.
I'm stealing him for Max first. Is that okay?
Sure.
No.
Yes and yes to both.
Okay.
Thank you. All right, we got one. Yes, let's go.
Hey
Hello,
guys.
Max. How you doing? Nice to meet you, bro. I'm Liam.
Liam.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
I like your jacket. Is that Michigan?
No, it's not Michigan. It's just a nice little jacket. I felt like I needed
for Max.
M for Max. I wore it for you, bro. I wore it for you. Here we are. We're celebrating a ripper of a new season. You're introducing this season, is that right? You're brand new to the show.
Yeah. He's a brand new character, brand new player.
All right. And what were you aware of this show beforehand? Had you watched it? Like, what was your relationship with Ted Lasso before you joined?
We love Ted Lasso in the house. Like we kind of caught on to it like when everyone else did. When the pandemic hit, everyone's at home, and then we discovered the show, and we started like, did you see this Ted Lasso? It's so funny. And then we got hooked, and we were massive fans. I was a massive fan of the first two seasons before I signed on for the third one. And I almost didn't even audition for it when I got it because of his character description. It said best soccer player in the world, has to be this and this. And I kind of understood the character, but when it said best soccer player in the world, I've seen these guys on the show for 2 seasons, like Christo and Phil and Mo Hosh and Collard, like killing it with the soccer ball in a wide. And I said, this is Ted Lasso. Like they can find anyone they can get anyone they would want in the world who can play soccer. They could like stuntcast it with like a professional player if they wanted to. So I almost didn't do the tape. And then I just called a good buddy of mine, and he was like, "Don't worry about that. Just be positive." I call him like the Ted Lasso of Australia, and he was like, "Just highlight what you can do." So I'm Polish, so I improvised a little bit of Polish. I did some funny. Instead of showing the soccer skills too much, I did like a workout in character with my shirt off, just doing some what I hope would be funny stuff, like kicking the ball a little bit in slow-mo so it looked badass, but you didn't really need to see that I can't kick a soccer ball professionally. So yeah, and then I just showed up a month later after training for a month and did a big trust fall.
Yeah, huge. Yeah. I mean, like, as you say, your character, you're coming in here season 3 as quite literally the best player in the world. You're the one that's going to make this happen for the team. What research did you have to do to get into the soccer mindset? Because as you say, like, having no awareness of something like that, it's scary, and then being tasked with such a big role.
I watched a lot of documentaries on some of these mega soccer stars. I read a ton of books and watched interviews. And then I actually just hired a personal soccer coach, and I got into it, and I said, like, I'm a clean slate. Teach me like I've never seen a ball in my life. And I worked with him for about a month before I even got on set, or even talked to the creators about exactly what they were looking for and wanted to do. So it's just a lot of reading, a lot of watching documentaries and interviews, and trying to get an essence of why these guys are the way they are, and trying to dig down even a little bit deeper. And you kind of find out that while on the surface, like to the media and to the cameras, they may look arrogant and sometimes huge egos. When you read about it in terms of how they interact with their players, they're there in the locker room, everyone respects them, and they respect everyone else, and they just try to raise everyone's game, you know? And how it's sometimes perceived and sometimes looked at is almost out of their control.
And that's one of the nice things about the show as well, is the fact that, you know, there are so many different things going on. There is obviously the comedy aspect, but then there is some really heartwarming content within this series. How do you think they were able to balance, I guess, that comedy, the funny stuff, while at the same time tugging at people's heartstrings? Is that an easy thing to do?
No, it's not, and I think Jason does a brilliant job, along with the rest of the writers and the creators. They're so good at... The comedy comes from the characters and the situations they're in, you know, and I think they're not afraid to have a laugh and a cry in the same scene, and I think that's what makes the show so special, is how they approach that. And on set, you'll show up to set, you're thinking you're going to be shooting this dialogue in this scene, but you'll run it, and then Jason will have an idea, or you come up with something, and let's try it, and before you know it, like, they've changed the dialogue, and you're saying stuff that was never written or prepared, but it all gets better. It all gets better because they're so specific. They're like, I told my wife teaching, they're like doctors at brain surgery. They're just standing there thinking about, how can we make this beat better, clearer? How can we tell the story more specifically? How do we highlight the comedy? You know, where's the comedy, where's the drama in this moment, in this scene? So it was an amazing learning experience for me personally. I've never worked on a set like that.
Masters at work, bro.
Yeah, masters at work.
Study the greats and become greater. That's how you got to do it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah,
thank you so much, man.
Thank you so much, man. Absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Congratulations, bro.
Really appreciate it.
Also, what cologne do you wear? It smells fucking incredible.
Oh, this is...
How was your reaction?
I think... Depends who scored the goal, if I like them or not.
Yeah,
it was
okay, alright. Thank you, bro. It smells fucking incredible. Thank you.
Yeah, like Fight, not Fight Club, Breakfast Club. Like that. Really, really just...
MJ Delaney.
Hello. How are you?
Got the whole thing.
Amazing.
Oh, we do. But I don't want to be making more noise over the fans. I'll let the fans do that part.
Beard roll.
How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I mean, what a show. You've had accolades left, right and centre for it. Season 3 right now. Did you know when you started this project kind of where the direction the show was going to take you? Like, did you know at season 1 this is how you wanted season 3 to kind of look, feel, sound?
I mean, to a certain, like, Jason always had a very clear idea of like where the characters were going in like broad strokes terms, and so we did know a bit of that, which is helpful. I guess like there's things that have like elevated the look of it that are unexpected, like the Nike thing, right? And so it's just like as soon as the kits and the sponsor boards and everything went Nike, it was like, oh, like it looks like good now. It's like, so things like that have, like we couldn't have seen coming, and it's only because people have enjoyed it so much that we're able to do stuff like that. And then some of it is just trying to keep it true to what it was, but also take it somewhere new and like, yeah, it's like
a constant battle. I like it. It's interesting. And I mean, we were talking about it came at a good time as well. Do you feel like in a way, as horrible as the pandemic was, I guess,
it did us a massive favour. So, thank you, COVID-19 virus. No, I'm sure it did. I'm sure we arrived at a time when we were appreciated more than we might have been otherwise.
A lot of eyes on screen.
Yeah, and also I think like nice people being nice to each other was something that was like what the doctor ordered at that point in time.
Very much. We ordered a big dose of it, and can we have much more? Thank you so much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Coach did. It's very fun. They got beat after hours. Season 2. It's quite surprising because obviously I wasn't on set.
Team, absolutely. Thank you so much.
And I really enjoyed it.
I love fellow what would you react to? Yeah, I heard the voice was like way over. Go!
That's what I say. We win. Always. Energy. You know how hard it was to make it go. Sometimes I don't score much. I just need to go.
Yeah. I was.
One of the dream locations. Wasn't amazing?
Thank you so much.
I'm Mohawk. I play the character of
COVID.
So I come from the background of playing comedy films. I played for quite a while since a kid. Growing up in London, that's like the number one sport.
What they do, it's like
that's my number one sport.
And when are you
I'm in season 3. You haven't watched season 3 of the show. Probably the most exciting season.
don't like want them to. Hello.
It's cold out here, yeah. Keep it brief.
Could we have an interview?
Last year was Bye Bye Bye, so this year you're just going to find out.
I'm sure we did pretty good. It's going to be awesome. They will love it. That has been very supportive with us.
Shows so many of these things, and it's like I can't commit to. I'll watch like 3 episodes, move on to the next thing. But like this, I feel like I'm genuinely going to watch because like I really dug it.
Yeah.
And you know, like usually pilots and stuff like a shit, right? But I watched the pilot and I was like, oh wait, that was actually pretty good. Like, like it was strong from the start. Anyway, all right, welcome to the party, bro. Congratulations. Talk to us. Season 3. How's the team looking?
Team's looking in shape, you know, been working out, been, you know, getting that pre-season in, you know what I mean? Play some hard matches, ready for the league.
There you go. How much of a soccer fan were you before this? What was your soccer knowledge? Where were you on the soccer fan?
At the top. Yeah. I used to play football.
Okay.
I would say soccer. I'm in LA right now.
Yes, you're in LA.
All right, we play soccer.
Yes.
Well, that hurts.
It does. Did it hurt your feelings? Was it tough?
Not weird. My knowledge is, I know pretty much everything.
So this kind of must be the dream job then, right? Like, you're not only acting, but you're acting and doing something that you love, right?
I'm pretty much going to wake up tomorrow and be like, you've been sleeping for about 3 years. You know what I mean?
Crazy. And the thing with Ted Lasso, you know, I've been talking to some of your fellow cast members about it. It's like, it's
Don't listen to a word this guy says.
It's all ball. No. I love it. Publicist was trying to pull him out. But obviously with shows like this, you know, it's very rare that a show will come out and within the first 2 seasons have that international following that this did. Why do you think Ted Lasso worked from the get-go?
I mean, you know, amazing writing, and also, you know, the time that it came out, the world was hurting. You know, we was going through a global pandemic, and it was a really, really tough time. And it was kind of like, you know, a warm blanket. You know, when your heating's out. I'm trying to put something clever.
It's a great metaphor. So,
no, all I know is that it's like a warm cup of tea on a winter's day.
Right, no, exactly. And people love optimistic characters like exploring. Right? Like everybody wants to be that person.
Underdog.
Yeah, right.
That was the name. That was the name of the song in the first trailer by the Spoons. Underdog. That was the whole thing.
That was the whole thing.
Everyone loves an underdog.
I mean, the man proved himself. You know,
of course.
He made the dream team come alive.
I mean, you know, he's the best captain. I know I'm the captain in the show. I say this all the time, but he's the best captain for all of us in the show.
The whole left world. Obviously.
Oh, one of those.
Sorry, he needs to get content. But nice to meet you, bro. Such a pleasure. Congratulations. Nice, thank you. Let's get out of everybody's way real quick.
Oh, I see.
It's been amazing. It's been insane. Yeah, I mean, on the one hand it has, on the one hand it hasn't. You know, same old person, just kind of work and figure it out. But Ted Lasso's like giving us all a platform. Like to be artists now. Yeah, feeling good all the way. The words that are coming to my mind are virtuoso, genius level, superstar talent. Why isn't he a professional footballer? Like those are the vibes that are coming to me. But I'm going to be humble, so I'm just going to say good.
Folksy wisdom when it's called upon the time.
Well, there isn't really a mean Jason. Like he's always just cracking jokes. Like the two kind of go hand in hand. Squash Jason is
well
just
done.
Nice
That's Ted to write. They don't want to make anybody just
funny. It feels like you're at work with a friend. Honestly, but a friend is also a yoga-like figure. Jason's the smartest, wisest. But like every time Jason speaks, there's like nuggets being dropped. There means golden nuggets.
Mighty take.
He has this almost encyclopedic level of knowledge about all things film related. So every conversation you're having with him is another reference about, you know, a film that I haven't seen that I now have to go and watch, and you know what I mean? It's like eternally enriching and fulfilling. Oh my goodness, who is my dream guest star in season 4? I'm gonna go Patrick Stewart because I ran into him and he wants to be on the show. So,
wait, he told you?
Yeah. We're at an event and he was like, I really love the show, and I was like, oh, that's great. And he's like, I want to be in it. And I was like, why are you telling me that? I don't have any power. So I like grabbed Brett and I was like, Patrick Stewart wants to be in the show. So I don't know if it'll work out. If it's season 4, we'll get Patrick. Thank you so much.
So awkward. I'm awkward. You know, he's so awkward. See you later. Wow. The senior game at the Ted Lasso premiere. He's got on a hit show, producing a hit show. It's in.
Wait, I might have your kicks down there. Do they all have yellow cinnamon shots? I don't think so.
Nope. That's A-list, baby.
Toby?
Oh, yes, please.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were saying Tony.
Going to jail. Is this tradition? Was I January 6th? Oh no! We need a January 16th.
Isn't that the Apple guy? That's the Apple guy.
Everybody should have one.
Where about? I think we'll pass, but thank you, appreciate it.
I like it very much.
I know you're waiting on his boss, but are you guys are you interested in talking to Jeremy Higgins, right? Higgins for yeah, Higgins. Jeremy Swin.
Yes, please.
Get you over here, love.
Hello. We got one. How you doing?
I'm good.
So nice to meet you. Alright, it's all go at the Ted Lasso Season 3 premiere, is it not? Look at this. How are you feeling, my friend? Does this feel like a beautiful full circle moment for you?
I'm very well, thank you.
A full circle? Well, almost a full circle, because I haven't seen it all yet, so I don't really know. It feels like 10 to 12,
okay,
maybe.
Alright, that's good, that's good. Nearly there, nearly there. Obviously this show, you know, it's very rare that a show from season 1 picks up an audience that fast.
There's not much I can say, but
what's the secret sauce? What do you think the magic is here about this show?
Especially with the players on and off the pitch. It's going to be an insane roller coaster.
It's multifaceted. It's got psychology. It's got the psychology is progressive and you know, in that it blows the dust off a lot of thoughts and ideas, which is fun and refreshing. And it's got great gags in it. It's got great energy and great actors, great writing.
A lot more of the same
We were talking to someone before about how, as horrible obviously as the pandemic was, it kind of came at the right time for you guys, right? When everybody was at home, everybody was kind of wanting that optimistic
time to really take our time.
Do you feel like in a way the pandemic helped
with the
audience and the immediate growth?
Being able to
it may have accelerated the pickup, but I think people would have taken to it anyway. And as Jason and Brendan have said, the world was in a quite a crappy place anyway when the show came out. So people would have gone, oh, thank goodness for this.
Something to kind of put a
pandemic
smile.
Or not, yeah.
You're very right. The world was a shitty place before the pandemic. Exactly. Now this show kind of deals with, you know, obviously, as you say, there's lots of good gags in there, but at the same time, there is some heartwarming stuff. There is some stuff that kind of tugs at the heartstrings. How do you find that balance?
It's great. I think I approve.
You approve.
Well, it works well, doesn't it? Because sometimes, I mean, there are shows that I love that are bam, 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 gag, gag, gag. I love that kind of show, and it's very satisfying, and then you sort of move on, and it doesn't quite stay with you in the same way that this show does, and that's its validation for me, and that's what works very, very well.
Well, congratulations. Such a lovely show, such lovable characters, and I can't wait for you to see the rest of it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Enjoy, mate.
Cheers.
Thank you.
More of the same, but with even better lighting, and a few even fancier sets, and maybe a few sweatier hugs.
I love the fact that Beard is so put together, and yet his personal life is.
They see me, they see Sam, they see everybody feels like they're best friend, and it's just it's incredibly enriching for me to know that I'm a part of something that's this close to people's hearts, that means this much to people, and I'm usually just stoked and go wild for people,
Golly, I don't know. I think people are realizing in this country they really haven't given soccer a fair shake. And now that they look at soccer in this way, they know they're wrong about that, but other things they're wrong about. They're opening their hearts, but it's all triggered by the beautiful game.
Are you seeing you then. I'd love to have Jeremy chat with you.
Hey, how are you?
What's your name?
I'm Liam.
Liam.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, man. Sorry about the cold hands.
No worries. Like everyone has it.
I just started watching the show today. Obviously, I've heard of it, but I was like, I should research up, right?
Good idea.
In this gig, you see a lot of shows, right? They come and go.
Yeah.
This one I just couldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
It was like, it's like one of the ones that I'm definitely going to keep watching, as opposed to one that I'm like 3 episodes.
By the time you catch up all these episodes.
I know, I have a lot to catch up on. I'm 6 or 7 episodes in right now.
Oh, wow. One night?
One day, bro. I sat on the couch.
Sounds right, though. I feel like I did the same thing.
I just sat on the couch and was just like, next. Cliffhanger, I guess I'll have another one.
Yeah.
Just enjoy being surprised. All I can say is the 6th episode. It's a great episode. And that is, it's a sensational episode.
Hi, how are you? I'm Liam. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Such
to
a
meet
pleasure.
you.
I love the floral.
Thank you. I love the colors.
Thank you, man.
Not only do the ketchup, but also the mustard.
There you
Some
go.
people only do one or the other, and
No,
I love it.
You've got to have both. You've got to have both. I'm a New Zealander. I put everything on everything. My dad used to put ketchup on ice cream. Anyway, we'll move on. Questionable. In New Zealand, it's called tomato sauce. Anyway, welcome, bro. Ted Lasso. I mean, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Thank you. What a weird long ride. Yeah.
Yeah. I got to be honest. I only saw the show for the first time today. Laugh it up. Laugh it up. But I'll tell you what.
Wow.
I'll
Okay.
tell you what. I was like, with this job, I was just saying, you see a lot of shows, right? You have to research up for these things.
Sure.
Usually I'll watch 2 or 3 episodes and be like, okay, I get the gist. Today I sat down and watched 7 episodes of this show, man. What do you think it is about this show that has people wanting more and wanting more and wanting more?
I mean, it sounds like you're in a much fresher position to tell me the answer to that question than I am. Ali, I don't know. I mean, we care a lot about the show. We really do give it our all from top to bottom, cast and crew and writers and everybody. And maybe that's what's coming through. We just, as we say in America, we not only say the word ketchup, but we also we give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. Now, obviously, season 3. When you started the show, season 1, did you know that you would be here at this point? Like, did you?
No! I mean, we were on a streaming service that didn't exist. We had no idea this was going to happen. This is crazy. Look at all these people. I could never have fathomed it.
And how has your character evolved over the time? Or have you got the same old beard the whole time throughout the season?
Well, all those crazy things that happened to Beard in season 2. You remember?
Oh, I know all of it.
Yeah. But those things happened, and now those things are done happening, and he goes back to normal.
Yeah, he goes back to normal. Okay, that's good. Now, obviously, season 3, is this the end of Ted Lasso? I know that you get asked that question all the time, but we've got to have some more, right? We need more of this in our lives.
We don't always get what we want, I hear some people saying. We don't know if it's the end overall. We know it's the end of this story because we've always saw it as a 3-part thing, and here we are at part 3. So we're going to get this out there. We're going to take a break. We're going to reintroduce ourselves to our families. And after the dust settles, we'll figure out what we're doing next, if anything.
Now, you say you always knew it was going to be this 3-part kind of thing. You knew. Did you have the storyline kind of set in stone from the beginning, or had things changed from kind of where you imagined them being?
No, the primary thrust of things was always known, but we've had the gift of so many wonderful writers and cast members along the way who've given us so much. We the best idea always wins. They're full of ideas, so we've definitely filled filled the canvas with what other people have brought us.
Oh, good. And it seems like a very collaborative effort, which is nice to see, and obviously works well on the show. Congratulations! I can't wait to see more. This is one I'm going to continue watching. I promise you. I promise you.
Great. I'll see you at season 4.
Nice
Thanks,
to meet you,
Liam.
buddy.
Cheers.
Pleasure.
Hello. Hello. I'm gonna have a sip of water real quick. Thank you. And hello. Bravo. Oh, you're good. Because time ticks at its petty pace from day to day, according to Shakespeare anyway, and so you just got to go along for the ride.
So what can you tell us? What can we expect from season 3?
Yeah, more of the same, but with better lighting, and a few nicer sets, and a few more extra football stadiums than we've seen before, and you know, sweaty dudes hugging.
Look forward to that. Was there anything that was different for you this time around?
Sorry?
Was there anything that was different for you personally this time around than what you did this year?
This time I lived in Richmond because, you know, during season 2 I was like, you know, this is done. I don't live in Richmond. I want the pub for the show to be in my home. But by season 3, the UK had caught up to Ted Lasso, and I couldn't go to that bar anymore without being absolutely overrun by lovely people. So time spent in this
very important. And you know, season 2 we just trying to no, just the 2 seasons. There's always an overriding theme that someone deal with. Tighter kicks, kicks are tighter, you know, harder to get into. Kicks. Yes. Oh, the jerseys are very tight, you know.
So that's what you're referring to?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Deals with issues that they can relate to it. I feel like we
Takes many hands to work.
Let me get it.
Sorry.
They definitely have the ability.
That was so.
Screwed you? Which interview? Oh, the composer.
No.
Do what that you care about?
Sorry.
Sorry, had I noticed him, I would have said something. Sorry, I'll keep my eye out. I'll be more astute.
Someone else!
Right, he's about to go to airport.
I mean, we should do it.
Yeah, no, that's true. I didn't think about that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens at the party. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. I mean, let all the excitement, surround us. I don't need to provide any.
I miss the mustache. I have to say.
It's there. It's just surrounded by other hair.
Are we gonna? Is that mustache just for Ted Lasso, or?
I mean, I've used them. I've worn a mustache in other movies or other things. I can't say that it won't ever come back, but it's gone for now.
It's very nice. Let's get back. Okay, season 3. What can viewers or fans expect?
Yeah, I mean, season 3 is one of the big things.
Oh, hi, good, thank you.
We haven't got a lot of time, so it's going to be about just a couple of like 2 minutes. But we're like seriously running out of time. Oh.
Thank you.
Are you with agree and how much
Compete. Some other things swirling around.
Exactly. No, it doesn't sound too bad. Hi, I'm Liam. Nice to meet you, bro. Nice to meet you.
Jason, yeah.
All right, well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Reading the tip sheet here, not only obviously are you Mr. Lasso, but you're also the co-creator, showrunner, executive producer, and writer. Man, you have your fingers all up in this part.
Yeah. For better or worse, but yeah.
How are you feeling? Season 3. You say, it was a 3-part series. You knew that it was going to always be 3 parts. Did the story kind of evolve how you expected it to from the get-go?
Did it? Yes. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, well, not as I expected. I mean, certain elements of it, yes. I was hopeful, but you never know if you're going to get to do 3 seasons. So if anything, it was probably maybe presumptuous, if not downright arrogant of us to think that if we got to do 3, the fact that we got to is fantastic. But then when you hire writers and then you cast these things, that all just the same way once you give it to people and share it with people, it's no longer yours. So we write it, and then the actors take it over, then it's theirs, or it's all of ours, and now we're handing it over. And so yeah, it changes it with each step, And in post-production with the editors and our amazing post-production crew, like those things just keep adding to it and plussing it, making it not different necessarily, but I like to think better each way and more specific and more intentional, which is nice.
Now it's not often obviously as well that a show takes off from the get-go. I mean, season 1, the explosion heard all around the world was huge. What do you think the secret sauce is? Is there a secret sauce? What makes Ted Lasso so special?
I don't know. If I knew that,
you'd write a lot more.
Right? Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't tell you, but I'd do one of those master classes, right? Just charge twice as much,
Have you heard any, feedback from real-life soccer players? Like, what do they say about the show? Do they get in touch and say, "Hey, man, great show, really realistic stuff"?
We have, yeah. When we were working over there in the UK, we'd go see a Premier League match almost every weekend, and this season more than the other ones, we got to spend time, maybe going down to the pitch after the game. I'd say that more often than not, the more time that we've actually spent with folks is that we've heard back from other coaches, which is even more flattering because they could think that I was making fun of them or taking the piss, as they say over there, and the fact that they've embraced it and some feel even influenced and inspired by it is really flattering, and that's as shocking to me as any hope that people get from our fun little comedy show.
Are you going to miss the character? Last question.
No, it's in me. It's always been a part of me, well before we did the commercial or the show. So there's elements of it that it'll still come out. People will know what to call it now. I didn't know what it was before either, so now we know. Yeah.
Well, congratulations, man. Thank you. Such a heartwarming show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
A lot of football. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, there she is. I will. I will get that. I always say I'm genuinely. Oh Yes, I should have utilized you a lot more.
Jason, first, hug later. First, hug later.
Everybody just look right here.
We're standing in front of you.
Everybody as close together as you can. Push it. Right here. Everybody all eyes right here.
Everybody right here.
Look at us all fancy.
You gotta tell her.
Good job.
Crystal's taking a selfie.
Sherry, I know you want to do Everybody, Dr. the photographer, photo with all the photographers. Like
Remember?
I mean, it's like that 3 second timing of it's happening or
Right.
It was the perfect location for them to do that too. Ted Lass.
So is that is that survive?
Yeah, those two. Yeah.
They're swapping batteries over here.
Yes, thank you. Sorry about that again.
No, it's a good listen. It's going to be quick because that's already 7 interviews I did at this rate. 35.
Like I need to remember like that half of the job is the amount of times I've been watching like an Inside Edition recently and seen B-roll that like we shot, I'm like, oh wow.
And we just learned that super important.
I guess it's like San Francisco. Like San Francisco or like Tehran or like Tehran. I smell it all over. I smell it all over. I used to have a girlfriend. I used to go to Tehran all the time. That's true, man. AJ Newberger. You know,
I was in Ross.
Yeah, but I thought that's just really good. That's why that. Oh my god, you're so good. It's like that's not actually.
Ross is even more Tehran.
So let's see if she actually keeps her promise. I mean, she was looking at me there. She said, "Okay, well, I don't know." Now they moved all the way down. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think. Yeah. I don't know if.
Always. Most of the assignments that we've done they've brought us to Westwood. These theatres in particular, everything happens here. Forever, eh? Well, I mean, they're fun theatres. It's either this or the Chinese, so. Yeah, tomorrow's scenery will be a bit different. The Orpheum downtown. It's nice. It's different. Let me find out. It's crazy, eh? Alright. Press check-in load-in is at 5:30. Tell-in arrivals 6 to 7. No protocols to follow. Yeah, wear whatever you want.
No, that's not her wish. Her wish is not Jamie. Jamie, check it up. You're like, hey! Yeah, I was going to say get in. Yes, if it was in the
This was meant to finish 9 minutes ago, so.
Oh, he's down there at the end. Down there.
Is that the?
Oh my goodness, you're my favorite.
Alright, cool. So I'm going to run back there.
Thank you.
Okay, got it. So if he's coming back, you're not at the race, but if you are on the... Alright, I'll just... Yeah.
Please don't ask me anything.
You're Aquarius!
Oh, dear.
You take your time. I get it. Alright, let's see what it says.
Oh my God, that's so no, I can't say it.
A little bit of
We'll do a quick one with this guy once he's done with that.
But I am around. Well, he is around. Yeah, he's around. He goes on to do other things.
Okay, I will say without saying it, you're more in the office than the team.
I think I'm the worst because everyone else can say something. I can't say it.
Okay, let's do it this way. Why?
Yeah, so I think that's it. When you got the link,
I was just seeing if
it's
helps.
yes.
It's resonating so much with people. It's really ultimately about love. It really is about love. And it inspires us to kind of be a better version, or the best version of ourselves, you know? And yeah, I think that's it. And also, it's brilliant at every level. And each department just elevates forward all the way through.
we're here tonight because it's the premiere of season 3. My favourite Ted Lasso quote is still from season 1 when Rebecca says, "Do you believe in ghosts, Ted?" Yes, I do. Unfortunately, I
But right now they're not into each other.
Oh, I'm slightly misquoted. Most importantly, what did she say? Maybe you can say, "I hope they believe themselves." I thought that was jaw-droppingly funny.
What is so exciting about it?
Just great.
So excited about tonight.
Totally.
And I used to be first
Yeah, I was surprised about that. Tonight. It was crazy. I've never signed a ball before, but I signed people.
and then
Oh, it's something.
And now
I love your outfit. You're matching.
I was admiring your jacket.
Oh, thank you. Oh, very kind. I'm very warm.
Oh yeah, I was just looking at the cruise thing. This is like a London night.
Right.
For cruise,
Yeah, do you feel at home?
I feel at home. Like
No.
for you guys, this is a cold night to be out here for hours.
This is cold. Well, I'm a New Zealander, so like I've been cold before.
Oh, fine.
I've been
Well,
cold.
like,
I've been
you-
cold.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't
Oh yeah, oh I'm with you.
Which
I'm
bit
with
New
you.
Zealand? I mean, everyone lives in Auckland.
Auckland.
Yeah.
Born in Wellington though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved New Zealand. We actually even thought about moving there because I love
It's
it
the most
so much.
peaceful place in the world. I might be biased, but like all of my friends back home think I'm batshit crazy for being over here.
Oh my
So
god, it's like going back in time.
Yeah.
And everyone is so friendly, more friendly than anywhere else I've ever been on the planet.
yeah, we like to talk. That's why I do this job because I can just.
It's
Oh my
rare.
god, I
It's
love
rare
that.
to get to really Thank you. Received. Thank you.
Hi, so nice to meet you. Such
How
a
you
pleasure. I
doing?
love your stone.
Thank you. Oh yeah,
This
thanks.
guy's from New Zealand, man.
I'm a
Little
Kiwi.
boy gave me
I'm a
this.
Kiwi.
Oh.
That's a long way to come.
I love it. It is a long way. It is a long way. I'm very used to those flights. When people complain, when Americans complain about like a 5-hour flight, I'm like, I've been doing 13-hour flights my whole life. Like, I'm very used to it.
Yeah. When I went to New Zealand, we got out at the airport and we were like, what is that? We couldn't get over what it was, and it was just fresh air.
Right, exactly. Clean. Clean pavements, clean, yes, no, exactly. Well, congratulations, man. Season 3. Full transparency, started watching the show for the first time today, but it's one of those, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
What, season 1?
Season 1, my friend.
Hello.
Started at episode
Welcome.
1. You know, usually with this job, right, it's like I'm very used to watching a couple of episodes of a show, kind of getting the gist of it, but for some reason, well, for lots of reasons, this show got me hooked, and I ended up watching 7 episodes today. Why is this show so good? What is the magic? What is the secret sauce? What keeps it going? What gets people all around the world, no matter where you are, what your age, what makes people love this show so much?
Well, I've been asked that question a few times this evening, and I think now I'm starting to think, you know what, I think it's because it inspires you to be the best version of yourself you can be, you know, and when you see that going through all these incredibly different characters, it just does something. It warms your heart, and you think, I'm gonna flower a little bit, and I just think it does that, you know, and ultimately it's all about love.
It's all about love, and you know what I like about obviously your character. You're a journalist.
Yeah.
As I say, started watching episode 7 today. And I just loved your character.
Did you?
I just loved, I don't know if it's I'm a journalist, I don't know what it is, but I just felt, maybe it's the long hair we both share,
Yeah.
but I genuinely loved your character. How does your character, I guess, evolve over these seasons?
Wow. Well, he evolves quite a lot. He has a big turning point in his life. Truly. When he goes to do the expose on Ted Lasso, he gets lassoed. You know, he gets moved, and he kind of hears some stuff that he's always wanted to hear. Particularly when Ted says at the Indian restaurant, he said, you know, it isn't about winning. It isn't about winning or losing. It's about these boys being the best versions of themselves, both on and off the field. And that ain't always easy, especially when you've had a tough childhood, you know. And it's like, wow, that really
changes Trent. And he carries on from there.
Wow, fascinating. I was loving that Indian scene because I love Indian food. So I'm the same. Every time I go there, I'm like the hottest that you can possibly do.
Yeah.
Anyway, so nice to meet you. Such a pleasure. And enjoy tonight.
And you.
Pleasure.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Well done for coming from New Zealand.
Thank you, bro. That means a lot. I think that might be a wrap on the car.
Oh, girlfriend's coming? Oh, great.
I saw her. She's still doing her thing.
It's one of the guys just walked past.
Yeah, that we wanted.
We didn't even do Apple, so it's alright, we got Ted.
They're lucky we got Ted, or else we would be leaving now.
Leaving.
So maybe we can get her for lucky.
Yeah. I'm sure there'll be like one question.
Which will turn into 5, you know. The wine are so bad they're out on the carpet again.
I wonder why they moved down.
Just like kind of.
Thank you, very kind. Thank you.
So she's only going to do Apple. So
I might just. Thank you.
Yeah. How do you want me to do this?
One question. One question. One question. Can we get that kind of scream at least? Can we do the scream?
Wow.
She got big. That's a mistake.
I was focused so much.
Adios. Hasta mañana.